Zed-Voices of the Youth's Podcast, a podcast that amplifies.
You said
that is how you should go.
so. You know. Let me take you back on the part where you said, if you're being yourself, you're going to be judged that you're not man enough, right? That's where you're going to know to say this relationship is not going anywhere.
No. But
So because look, you've just become yourself. Like that's who you are. That's the type of guy you are. And I'm going to tell myself to say, no, I can't be with this person because this is how this guy is, right? So how you start, so I'm going to take you back to say, just be you, so that person will know to say, I'm going to continue this relationship or not, because those are the early stages, right? So the early stages, mwamba early stage, you are even showing to say, me. So like, I'll give an example. I'm not going to mention names, right? So I have this friend, and then this guy tells her to say, they were in the talking stage, right? And before they get into a relationship, and then he starts saying, I'm the type of guy who doesn't want to be seen outside most of the times. Like for me, I feel like indoor dates are okay. So if you're coming to see me, I expect you to find your own transport. I don't expect you to always be depending on me for transport, because it's not all the time when I'm supposed to provide for you. What? Okay. So my friend was like, oh, all right. Not that I'm saying that the man has to like provide for her transport, but then why are you portraying yourself in such a manner to someone? Like, you're just making them think to say, oh, so if I wanted to come and see you today and I didn't have transport money, then you can't provide.
No, but I think, okay, for me on that one, because I've also witnessed it, from the other side, the females. No, I can't come if you won't give me transport. My zero, seems up with up, because why?
So,
like that. So it's the same as what the guy was talking about.
Yes,
like, the question is, why can't we talk about it and say, okay, maybe 50-50, or maybe Zeko here and there, how much do you have?
Yes,
like that?
In that manner, if he put it in that way, she would have understood.
That makes sense,
he clearly said it to say, I can't provide you transport to come and see me. And then
maybe
he
she was
says,
doing it Maningi.
No, like by then me and her were at work. We were not even in Lusaka then. They were just in a talking stage, right?
Okay.
Yes. They were just in a talking stage. And then he clearly says to say, I can't send you transport, come and see me. I can't send you transport, come and see me. He was being
real, so she didn't like that.
Goodness is that he was being real, so at least she knew whether to continue the relationship
or not.
No, so goodness, he was being real. So like I said, just be you. So
okay, for me, honestly, I feel like first dates are important, and when you're planning a first date, I feel you need to plan it for the sake of interaction, right? So when you meet someone, you get the number, you enter a talking stage. Then when you're going for the date, I feel it should be based on interactiveness and not a date that's going to shadow like everything. So let's say, for example, you take someone for a date on the first date concert, maybe like an artist is performing. When you go, that's not an interactive kind of, because everything is going to sideline what's going to happen, right? And at the moment, you guys are just in a talking stage. So you need to be aware as the guy that anything that can happen, she's not going to be held responsible.
Do you think a movie date is a good date for like a first date, like for people who are getting to know each other in the relationship?
What do you think?
I could say it's a 50-50. Okay. Why I say 50-50? The bad part is that sometimes also the movie sidelines the whole show, right? So
I think on this one I go with
because here's the thing, right? So there's a new movie that's in town. The movie is in town, and I really want to see this movie. So we go, I was like, okay, I'm going to take you on this date, stuff. We go for the date. Then the thing is that we are watching the movie, like I really want to watch the movie. And then there's her, or maybe she's also not that into movies, but she just come for the sake of like, it's a date.
She just asks you,
and now
what are your red flags?
You see, in the middle of a movie, what are your red flags? What are your hobbies?
So in short, you're trying to say that if you are more like planning the first dates, maybe eating out is the best thing because you're going to have time to have a conversation.
There should be, I think, maybe in stages also. Because I mean, you could still have a movie and talk. It's
Yes,
how
you
you
can
plan it.
yeah,
So maybe
yeah.
you can start with a conversation where you talk, and then later on
You
get
have the
to
movie.
to see a movie.
Okay,
you know what I
like,
mean? But the
then
important thing here is having that talk.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, if we focus on those activities, then everything will be sidelined, just like Adia said. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it also steals the true personality that you want to like in this person.
Yeah.
Because if I take you to a Yo Maps show, already you're going to think, okay, maybe he's got money, we've managed to come here, and then automatically you won't care about these other things.
Yeah, true.
Already you
I
know
actually
that-
once told someone that to say how you're going to show yourself to me. If you come to me, you just start showing me. You're giving me my 500, my how much.
Yeah.
Me, I want you to continue that behavior.
Yeah, never
I'm going
people
to want
carry-
you to continue that behavior. I'm not going to like accept you changing on me just because we're now in a relationship. No.
Yeah.
So how you start a relationship is very important. So just start low key. Like
But
some
no
people,
kiss that for me.
no,
like,
some
put in
people
the
just
pressure,
okay. Like people are different.
like a shawarma, yeah, that
No,
guy.
people are very different.
And
Like,
like shawarma.
if I can be honest with you,
Yeah.
people are different. As much as people would say all girls are the same, we are very different.
Just like,
Totally different. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. Like on that, I
you know,
I
you
stand
yourself
my
are
ground.
different,
I
yeah?
stand my ground to say we are very different because how I would want to be approached and how my friend would want to be approached are two different things.
Mhm.
She would take it to say, Paupu bache. But for me to be like, oh, this guy really had the courage to actually tell me that he
Yeah.
likes me.
That's
You
like,
see?
yeah.
And then this guy tells me, say, Chrissy, let's go see a movie. And then my friends, they tell her, let's go see a movie. She's like, that's just a waste of time. I can go on a movie whenever I want. Like, if I want right now, I can watch like 3 movies. But for me, I'll be like, oh, okay, let's go see a movie. And I'll be happy about it because,
Yeah, that's true.
it's the effort that he has made just for him to like take me for that movie.
Yeah, but no,
Yes.
men do make the efforts. But
Men
it's also
do
you
make the
guys that
effort,
have
yes.
Said to say, "Ufunga chiwa nirangiza njere, you've got so much money."
And I feel okay, the other thing that comes in girls is because there's too much comparison, if I can say.
Exactly.
So if you are in a group of friends whereby, oh, this one the boyfriend took her to, maybe let's say they went to see Avonga, you also want your boyfriend to go to surpass his limits. You want him now to take you outside the country. The other one wanted to take outside the Africa. You know, that's how it is.
That's why I feel like for me, I've more like based my relationship on me alone.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a kind of person who would go around telling my friends, say, oh no, my boyfriend did this, my boyfriend did that. Because if she tells me her boyfriend took her to see Avonga, I'm going to feel bad. Because he's just done something that, and you know, like sometimes you wouldn't even want to feel bad, but how your friends are going to react to it are what's going to make you feel bad. Because they'll be like, they'll be like,
serious.
serious, me, he took me these sides.
But why would you
But
do
why
that?
would you even
Shawarma.
accept to go for shawarma? Like, girl, I wouldn't do that.
No,
Like,
why
you
not
know,
even angry?
Yeah, why not?
Guys,
exactly. You see, like he's really trying.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because at the end of the day, maybe for one pin, but you expect me to take you to 2
Yeah.
pin, sure.
So
Number
peer
views.
pressure and group influence also ruins like most of these starting relationships
And I feel
because
like when you're starting, you also need to make your intentions clear. Like you need to tell someone, okay, I like you and I see us going somewhere.
Heavy on
So
that.
when you're, I feel also the other thing that where something goes wrong is whereby you just start talking to someone without you having intentions, and then at the end of the day, when something happens, you expect them to be answerable to you. I honestly feel like me, of both of us having made our intentions clear, I don't expect me to be answerable to a girl that, oh no, I was in the club with another girl. I'm not supposed to be answerable to if my intentions are not clear.
Exactly.
Right. You see? And I feel even that also, you're just in a talking stage and you're already nagging about what I should do or should not do.
speaking of talking stages, there's a question I've been wanting to ask.
Bring it.
Does someone have to be loyal to a talking stage?
Loyal. Okay, but that's a very good question, actually.
I honestly feel like it depends on how strong the bond is coming along in the talking stage.
So let's say I get into a 1 week talking stage
Mm.
and then this other guy approaches me. Do I have to be loyal to the other guy?
No.
Or
I don't think so.
I get to talk to them both?
Yeah, you can. I think actually you can. That's what dating is about. Just getting to know someone.
Knowing somebody.
Yeah. Then with time, I think you can start.
You now get to decide
It's
to
like
say,
a
oh,
competition. Okay, not competition, but you put them in.
you rate them. You
Yeah,
you
like,
get
okay,
to
now
rate them and
this
say,
one
oh,
is
okay.
nominated to the
Okay.
next round.
So, like, getting back to what Mwila said about making your intentions clear, it is very important to make your intentions clear.
Yeah.
Because if a guy approaches me today, right, and he tells me to say, Christina, I like you and I want to be in a relationship with you, not the here and then, no, but I'm just trying to like make things clear to you so that you should know to say, this guy has come to me with these intentions. And then let's say, so like you said, that two guys, right? So this guy makes his intentions clear towards me, and then this other one is just showing me green flags. He's just showing me, say, oh, he likes me, but he hasn't said it. I'm going to go for the guy who's told me. Like, for me, I don't know about other people, but I'm going to go for the guy who's made his intentions clear, because he's brought it out to say, girls don't like guys who are not confident. Like, lack of confidence is very bad. Okay, I'm not saying people should be overconfident. No,
Too much.
no, just to be honest with you, like I said, I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for anyone else. For me, like, confidence is very important. Like, you tell me, oh, I like you, and then it's up to me now to tell you, say, oh no, keep your feelings far from me. I'm not interested.
Keep your feelings to yourself.
You think, huh? Rather than someone who's just showing me, they're just showing me. I'm not going to guess that you like me.
I was going to ask this, but then I think it's fine. We can get into it just now, because you've talked about it twice.
Yes.
So this takes us to the rate, or at what point do we get to now start finalizing things? Because the early stages and the talking, all these things, at some point we need to start, maybe the conversations should start maturing. So on
that one, I feel like it depends on the bond you've built in that period that you're saying. Like, their bond you've decided to like have. Some people, someone will tell you they like you, but you don't have any connection. Connection matters. Like, like you said, it matures, right? Like, some things you don't even have to talk about them. Like, you just start having that freedom to just say things to this person, say, because you've matured, like, from that stage because of the bond you've been having. So connection really matters. Connection matters so much, because someone is going to tell me they like me, we're going to be talking, but if there's no connection there, that relationship is not going anywhere, because we don't have any connection. So connection matters, like, very, very much. As much as I would like a guy, like, I would like a guy, but there's no connection between me and that guy. Like, we have nothing in common. Like, I just like his appearance, but then that's also, that can also be a turn off.
You're just sexually attracted to this person,
you're just sexually
but you don't see yourself
like, you're just like, oh, this guy is cool, but then if me and I got into a relationship, what will we talk about? Like, are we going to have that connection? Because when you're in a relationship,
like, I feel even when you don't have things in common with the person, I feel it's, to some extent, it makes the relationship fun, because you're getting to learn. So
exactly.
I
So
take
that's
it.
where connection comes in.
Yeah, but you spoke about something of having what can I say? Things. I feel like when you have things in common, you don't really go diverse, because you don't really go. Yeah, right. Okay, let me say types of music. Types of music. If I say I like Amapiano, and the girl that I'm talking to also likes Amapiano, we might only talk about, oh, Amapiano this, Amapiano that. But if I'm dating someone who says, okay, I don't like Amapiano, I love pop, they don't vibe to it, but they don't like it, they don't hate it, they just don't vibe to it, then they like pop. I'm also going to have the interest into learning what is into pop, and also I'm going to have the interest into learning what's into Amapiano, and that's why I feel also the connection sort of comes in. But then there are also those things where, like, it just doesn't work, like, it repels.
Exactly, like, it just doesn't work out.
Because I think I can also add on to that one. I feel like this is something that I've also noticed. We like to be plain so much these days. I don't know if we're lazy or whatever, but like, just like the way you said, we don't have anything in common. How do you know that you don't have? you know, there's a lot of things that we can talk about in this world.
Yeah.
I've heard people that say, I don't have story.
Exactly, like, you know,
Story.
like
How don't you have story?
when in a relationship, like someone tells you, I'm in a relationship with this girl, right? And then they tell you to say, we don't talk because we never have things to talk about. Like, why did you get in a relationship in the first place? Because I feel like a relationship it's not all about the kisses, the going out, the what. No, it's also about getting to know each other.
Sure.
Like, personally, I'm not dating for fun.
Yeah.
Like, I am dating someone because I know I want to have something more than just a relationship with this person. Like,
More than just going out.
yes, I want to have
kisses.
yes, I want to have a bond with this person. Yeah, I want to have a bond with this person.
Yeah.
I want to know if I can spend the rest of my life with this person or not. Because there are some people who date and they reach a point where they actually get married. But
True.
then you guys don't talk. Like, you don't talk. It's just good morning, how are you?
Yeah.
And it ends
Is
there.
that good morning? How are you? Good day. How was good day? Fine.
Like, every day, same story.
Them to sleep.
Hey,
Every day, same story. They only love you in the night.
That's very true. And I honestly think it comes down to effort as well. I like to see it from both perspectives, yeah? Because
Yes.
I think automatically as guys, it's our duty to follow up and make, you know, this conversation. I'm the first one to
But
start.
it just doesn't have
But
to
the
be one
problem is
sided.
also, that's the thing. But like most times you find that I try so much to bring up conversations. Also the girl, like how you
She's
answer,
not,
you respond. You know, Mama is like, for
So,
example, how
yeah.
was your day? And I say, okay.
Okay.
What is okay?
feel
Again, I
when
should
you
ask
have-
you something else, and you expect
So
to find
the
something.
main priority here is connection.
No, but how
because
do you make that connection if you are not willing?
Okay, I feel even when you ask someone how was your day and they respond good and yourself, you know, I feel like somehow that kind of kills the conversation on my part. I don't know about others, but for me it kills the conversation. Like, what do you mean? I'm asking how was your day? Good. Like, give me a bit of detail, because you know when you give someone a bit of detail, that's where like the story actually comes from. It's just from the small things where the story comes from. I don't have to tell you, oh, so let me tell you about what my friend was doing today. It's not about that. Like, oh no, so my day was like this. I went in town, I came back. What did you go do in town? That's where the story builds us from. Like, how was your day? Good. And yourself? What am I supposed
Yours?
Good, and you?
Hey.
Ah, not
Yours?
fine. What are you doing now? None.
Nothing.
And you?
You know, like
And you? I hate the and you.
With
Hey, auntie.
the relation,
And you?
the relation,
And you expect
My
to find
relationship,
something?
yeah, my and you.
And you? No,
no,
it's good. It's going okay.
yeah.
And you? And you? Ask me something
So
else.
yeah,
No, but that's
true.
the thing, because nowadays we are too lazy. I think, let me just put it plain like that. We are too lazy to follow up. There's also girls that feel guys so Africa che aisema ningi.
He has to try.
He has to
just
try
has
to
to
give me
push.
conversations to do. I think lastly, let's tackle finances. Finances. We're not talking about dating, all these stages, my stages. Who's supposed to pay for these my early dates? Tifuna che kuyamba kuzivana ingala kubwanja, but who's going to do what and what?
For me, I would say the one who initiates the date gets to pay for it. That's it. Okay, honestly speaking, you know, it's not all the time that the man's supposed to pay for it. He can initiate a date, but like, you know, sometimes just surprise him, like, babe, I'm going to pay. Let's go for a movie.
No,
I'm
but
going
that
to.
relationship is just starting. So how am I going to say, babe, I'm going to pay?
Okay, let me say finances. We go for a movie. Right, we go for a movie. When you're going for a movie, just don't pay for the tickets in the cinema and go and sit. There's going to be the food, the popcorn, and stuff.
So you, when initiating that date, you knew that you're going to be able to cater for
Yes,
everything.
I knew. That's what I'm saying. First date, I can be able to pay for everything, or second. But as the days keep on going, as we keep on going on other dates, I mean, there are certain things that you can
As
also
time
tackle.
goes by, yes.
But as time
But
goes
when
by, does it?
starting-
As time goes by, shouldn't take 1 year. As time goes by, time is still going by.
Maybe a first chose.
Yeah, first-
Kylie have asked.
Second,
So like for me,
Hold on,
let me
Bongina.
support myself on this one. For me, I feel like finances are important on both sides.
Yeah.
Finances are important on both sides in a relationship because you know, it's not good whereby someone is always doing something for you, and when I'm in a relationship kutoka January mpaka December this guy is just the one who's been doing everything. He's been doing everything.
is he,
Like, you
Baba?
haven't even, not even one thing. The only thing you've provided in that relationship is thank you, babe. Thank you, babe.
No kiss.
Thank you, I've received. Yes.
Now my kiss is forcing actually. Kissing it.
So, like, for me, I feel like relationships are like finances on relationship that
This is
are
a very
important
huge-
on
yeah,
both
yeah.
sides.
And it's a huge topic. This
Because for me personally, me, the man I love, I'm going to spoil the man
you
I love.
pitch in.
If it's me, like, but get a loan.
Is to get just for this man.
So, like, for me,
But
like,
how do you
I
get to love
believe
a
in,
person to that level? Why you-
and like, people are in love.
Because bakazi. You already hear these things. That you
So,
know, Shani.
and then alone. So, like, for me, I believe that when a man is providing for me,
Mm-hmm.
like, he's just doing things for me, I just have that in me to say I also want to do the same.
Yeah.
And
Like-
again, I also feel like, sorry to cut you short, I feel like one thing that I would say is that, they're manipulative people. They'll like persuade you. So let me say, for example, this man, he's always paying the bills, right? Sometimes you clearing your own things, that also adds respect to your name. So, like, what I'm trying to say is, every time this is always giving, he's always giving. Exactly. So he's going to know that this girl can't survive without me. So anything that he's going to do, he's going to revolve it around money and mature things. So it won't be more like you're in a relationship. To be more like you're offering a service for you. So I feel like that's why things should be balanced.
On the chat, you used me, Paras.
Hey, you're
And
just
that's, you used me. Oh my 0 age, you used me. Why? Why my combine? What did you use?
choosing me.
We all used each other.
Tezo chaya bonse.
You're just
Na
choosing
kuyusing.
me.
You know,
I
but
also used him for his money.
exactly. So it should end there. Not that he used me as a bad guy, things like that. But also when it comes to finances, there's this thing that I saw. When a man, he can give you all sorts of money, whatever, it finishes just there and then. But when a lady gives the guy money, or something, you can even find it by internet. Hey, I did this. Hey, why, my guy?
I used to
It's
give
an
this boy
achievement, eh?
money. I used to buy for
You've
him
done that
things. No.
So now you pony a portion.
Oh,
No,
no.
guys.
No.
No, but I know you can't
No,
say
that's
that.
something. No, I can't tell you, but that's something that my friends would know.
Yeah.
Like, that's something my friends would know because they were there in the process, right?
Mm.
And I think I can only bring that up when I'm disrespected. Of course, I'm going to say it.
Then
Like,
after
you, like,
after all.
yes,
After
you
all.
disrespect me after I break up. I feel like breakups should just end properly. Let's not start disrespecting each
Oh,
other
yes,
because
Baga.
if
Hey,
you
Chani,
disrespect
Chani.
me, I'm going to tell people that I used to pay your bills.
Chani.
I'm going to tell them that even clothes they're wearing, I'm the one who bought them because you disrespected me. So I feel like even how relationships
No,
end,
no, guys.
it also matters.
Yeah.
It also matters. But all in all, money is important on both sides.
Mm.
Because if this guy is taking me out for a date, I won't expect him to give me transport to where I'm going.
Yeah.
I will provide my transport because where I'm going, I'm not paying for anything. I'm just going to be there, seated. The bill will come out as 900. I won't even put not even 1 quart. The bill will come out 1, 2, not even a coin. I'll just be there seated, looking all pretty.
And after 2 days
applying my
later,
lip
at
gloss.
again, Tete and the Waso. You know,
You
she
see?
spend one
Eh-heh.
two guys.
And then you tell him,
It's in a
send me
Bill Gates.
transport. I can't come to where you are.
Ah.
So I'm not saying that every time the girl should provide herself transport, but there are times when you can do these things on your own.
On your own.
Yes. So finances are important on both sides.
True that. Thank you very much for those wonderful views. There we have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. At least it's a pano to the baked pano. We are baked.
We're bent. That's Georgia.
You know, just having that wonderful conversation so that you guys can also pitch in your views and feedbacks. Make sure that you also, tell us what you liked about this episode and if you'd like to join us in the next one. Otherwise, for now, this is where we end this one. And the next episode, look out for long distance. We'll be getting into long distance relationships and also finances as usual. Kaidi peze kati ni huge topic. Singer city the pair. Who is supposed to do what? Who is supposed to do what? All these things. So catch you in the next one. Otherwise, it is what it is, and will always be what it will be. Let's keep it that way. It has been yours, Tisro. We are out. We shoot time. Chat on shoot time. Tieni hapo 3 2 1 out.
Conversations irrelevant na mpamvu we cement no angoze baimvera bafana bakulu na angoze